I want you to meet William Streeter. He's a college student and a Republican who's volunteered with Governor DeSantis' super PAC. He says he's currently leaning towards either DeSantis or Trump. William.
Hi, William.
What would be your response between the rising tensions between China and Taiwan after the recent Taiwanese election?
So, great win for the Taiwanese election. It was a win for freedom. It was a win for democracy. And it happened really on the heels of China doing incredible amounts of intimidation with drone tactics, with trying to spread misinformation. So it really was a win for freedom and democracy. A setback for China for sure. But what we have to remember is, and I saw this every day at the United Nations, dictators, terrorists, and thugs always tell us what they're going to do. They're amazingly transparent. Hamas said they were going to go into Israel. They did. China said they were going to take Hong Kong. It happened over COVID. Russia said they were going to invade Ukraine. We watched it. China says Taiwan is next. We better believe them. Russia said once they take Ukraine, Poland and the Baltics are next. Those are NATO countries, and that puts America at war. What we know is, first of all, I don't think that we should ever give cash to any country, friend or foe, because you can't follow it, you can't hold it accountable. Really important. The second thing is we don't need to put troops on the ground anywhere. As the spouse of a military combat veteran, you don't ever want to see your loved ones go to war. But what you do have to do is deter it. There's a reason the Taiwanese want the U.S. and the West to support Ukraine, because they know if Ukraine wins, China won't invade Taiwan. There's a reason that Ukrainians want the U.S. and the West to support Israel, because they know if Iran wins, Russia wins. Iran, Russia, and China are connected in an unholy alliance, and connected in their hatred for freedom, democracy, and of all things, the United States of America. So we need to look at all three of them together. Don't ever separate the three of them, because they are working together. We need to look at them the way they look at us. And when we start to do it from a level of prevention of war, of national security, and of protection of Americans, that's when America will be strong again.
You brought up Israel, Governor. Saudi Arabia wants Israel to commit to a path to a Palestinian state in exchange for normalized relations with Saudi Arabia. Earlier today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu appeared to reject the establishment of any Palestinian state after the war while he is prime minister. Would a President Haley end the longstanding U.S. commitment to a two-state solution?
When I was at the UN, the two-state solution came up over and over again. And Israel always showed up at the table. The Palestinians always rejected the two-state solution. And the reason they rejected the two-state solution is because they want a one-state solution. The Palestinians don't want Israel to exist. We saw that over and over again. Any discussions we had with them, the Palestinian Authority doesn't want to negotiate with Israel. So all the heat always goes to Israel. And people always forgive the fact that the Palestinians are saying no at every breath. Israel is a bright spot in a tough neighborhood. They are the tip of the spear when it comes to defeating terrorism. It has never been that Israel needs America. It has always been that America needs Israel. And what we have to remember is on that horrific day of October 7th, when they beheaded those people and burned those babies alive and took those girls from the concert and raped them and dragged their naked bodies through the streets of Gaza, what did they say? Death to Israel, death to America. That's what we have to remember. So when the Palestinians demand anything, Israel has every right to demand security. Israel has every right to say we don't want terrorists on our border. And so will there ever be a two-state solution? Maybe, but Israel has to defend themselves first. And as long as there are terrorists off of their border, I totally understand why they don't trust the Palestinian Authority and why they know they have to protect their people.
I want you to meet